If you have a workers' compensation claim, the most important thing you could do is to be honest with your doctors as well as the insurance company's doctors. Second, you should always assume that you're under surveillance. Make sure you follow your workers' compensation surveillance. Who is watching you? Insurance companies will often use different types of surveillance, including hiring private investigators to identify fraudulent claims and even avoid paying for legitimate ones. Their goal is to catch you doing something that goes against the restrictions set by your doctor and then use that to reduce or deny your workers' compensation benefits. So anyone filing a workers' comp claim needs to understand how surveillance works and how to avoid accidentally giving insurance companies evidence that can be used against you. While surveillance can happen at any point in your case, oftentimes it's used as your claim approaches or after you reach maximum medical improvement, or MMI. This is where the insurance company typically looks to settle your claim, so they want to collect all the evidence they can to either reduce how much they pay you or deny your benefits for permanent disability altogether. Remember something, it costs the insurance company money every time they hire a private investigator, so not all cases will involve one. Some of those cases with the highest likelihood of being investigated include cases that are allegedly not work-related, large and expensive claims, cases involving long-term wage benefits, claims for permanent total disability or a high level of permanent disability, claims where there is little improvement after ongoing treatment, if you claim to have an injury but there is no objective evidence of one, and if you're suspected of fraud. Some of the signs of fraudulent cases that insurance companies look for are if you're a new employee, there are no witnesses in your case, you've made inconsistent statements, you've refused treatment, or you have a history of filing workers' compensation claims. Sometimes insurance companies assign investigators to random cases, so even if none of these apply, there's still a chance they're going to look into your activity. Should that happen, most investigators will monitor you for a period of several days, often during a time when the insurance company knows you will be in public, such as during a doctor's visit. But keep in mind that they can surveil you at any time during the day or night, not just 9 to 5. Insurance investigation is tailored to whatever issue triggers it. For instance, if you have a history of making claims, they're going to look for pre-existing conditions and older cases rather than just following you around with a camera. If an injury occurs without any witnesses, an investigator might focus on interviewing other people who could provide insight about the event instead of just stalking your social media. Some of their methods of investigation include doing background checks, comparing notes between doctors and other cases you might have, setting up cameras to record you, following you around in public, and interviewing people who know you. And as social media has become more prevalent, it has also become a popular way for investigators to collect evidence against you. They will not only look at your posts, but they'll also look at the posts of your family and friends in an attempt to catch you doing something you shouldn't be doing. So be mindful about what you post on social media and what other people post about you. Basically, a private investigator can do anything within the law to build evidence against you and your claim. What they can't do is anything that breaks the law, not only because it's illegal, but also because any evidence gathered illegally may not be admissible in court. So you don't need to worry about them doing things like recording you in your house, hacking your social media, or putting a tracking device on your car. In most cases, the investigator isn't trying to prove that you're not injured, but looking for proof that you're not as hurt as you say you are. If they can get evidence of you violating the medical restrictions that were ordered by your doctor, or performing activities that you have otherwise said you're not able to do, then they have a good chance of reducing or denying your benefits altogether. For example, if your doctor has ordered you not to lift more than 10 pounds, but then out of habit you pick up your toddler and put them in the car while a private investigator is watching, it's not going to be good for your case. Another big one is driving. If your doctor has reported that you should not be driving and the investigator gets you on camera getting in and out of your car, then your case is going to pay the price. They're also looking for inconsistencies, like if you go into your doctor's appointment with a limp, but then you're seen walking normally around your house. Another way they find inconsistencies is by comparing the notes between your doctor and the insurance company's doctor. If you told the IME doctor that you can't sit for more than 10 minutes, but told your own doctor that you could sit for more than 30 minutes, they are going to find out. So make sure you're always honest and upfront with everybody involved in your case, because bending the truth will come back to bite you. If you have a workers' compensation claim, the most important thing you could do is to be honest with your doctors as well as the insurance company's doctors. It does not hurt you to be truthful about what you can and cannot do. Second, you should always assume that you're under surveillance. Make sure you follow your doctor's orders at all times and be mindful of your activities. Remember, appearances matter. Also, don't overstate your restrictions to the doctors. This will ensure that they match reality and reduce the risk of you getting caught violating them. And finally, if you can anticipate situations where you might need to violate your doctor's orders, be open and honest about them up front. Tell the insurance company's doctor that there's nobody else available to pick up your kid from school, so you grit your teeth through the pain and you do it yourself. This way, they probably won't even bother putting surveillance on you because you've already admitted to it. My name is Rex Sokovsky, and I've been a workers' compensation attorney for the past 17 years. If you or a loved one have been injured on the job here in New York State and you'd like to set up a free consultation with an experienced lawyer who will fight to get you what you deserve, give me a call today at 212-406-8989. Our conversation is confidential, it costs you nothing, and could potentially get you thousands more in benefits than you would otherwise receive. And if you plan on settling your case, be sure to watch my other video about when you can expect the insurance company to send their offer offer. In it, I explain the exact moment when you can safely settle your case for the largest possible amount and what circumstances might cause the insurance company to settle sooner rather than later. I'll include a link to that video here. Click to watch it now and I'll see you there.